the UK is moving away from the Thatcherite ideal of property owning democracy. Do you know what? I keep hearing this and I keep thinking, BS. Bullshit. I mean, look, the reality is we've come through a period where, yes, the mortgage market review and all these sort of things have made it harder to get on the ladder. The affordability has made it harder to get on the ladder. But actually, you can still buy a house with 5% deposit. Yeah. Yes, you might only be buying 60% of it or 70% of it or whatever you can, muster up. But the reality is the option is still there to buy. You just may not be able to buy where you rent right now. Yeah. And I think if we start getting that concept, I think we can still be a nation of homeowners. Yeah. Yes, the percentages drop, but yes, we've had austerity for 10 years. We've had Brexit for the last 3 of that. We've had coronavirus for the last 1, or last 4 of that, last 3 and then 4. So, we've had all these things layering on top of each other, which has kept the market down. Plus, we've had corporate interests with, controlling the political will to say, actually, we don't want small landlords. We only want big corporates owning property. Yeah. And so a lot of these schemes are going to this rent to buy. Okay. And that's, that is moving forward, and that's what's actually happening. Yeah. So what does this mean? Are we going to become a European style nation of renters? There certainly will be people like that. Yeah. There'll be people who, unfortunately, are not, they don't own capital appreciating assets. And, look, I'm a property guy. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that property is the only solution. Property, shares, businesses, those are the people who have capital appreciating assets. Okay. And effectively they will almost, be in what I call the landlord class. Yeah. And then if you like, the renter class will be underneath that. And unfortunately, the middle class is getting squeezed down for the most part. What you need to do is make sure that you're, getting up into the landlord class and owning capital appreciating assets. Whether that is property, it probably will be property as a portion of it. It might be shares, it might be businesses, whatever works for you. It might be a mix. It's probably going to be more of a mix, a blend. Yeah. But do I think we're going to become a nation of renters? No, I don't. I think there is still the urge, the feeling, the right, an Englishman's home in his castle, just as an Aussie's home is his castle. Your castle is not, yeah. So there's still a need for that. And I don't see that changing. Just because, yes, affordability has been an issue, just because, yes, wages have been stagnant for a large degree, okay? Just because certain areas haven't been growing because there's a move into the cities. I mean, we're now saying that everything's moving out of the cities, but is that the case? Well, let's have a look at that. UK country house prices hit 4-year high in race for space. Shift from working from home drives demand among wealthy buyers for properties in rural areas. Well, let's face it, guys, most of these stories have one word in it: wealthy owners or wealthy investors or wealthy, I mean, at the end of the day, most of the people, if you're not wealthy and you don't fit that bill, then the likelihood is you're not really getting the choice to move out. Now, yeah, you may. And it may be that people move back to where they are. But then, the problem is in the cities is where the jobs are, and the jobs are still, you'll still be going to work for a few days. It's likely to be, a blend, work from home and work from office. Yeah. So you still will too. But yes, I think, and I've said this for a while, and actually it was funny because I was on Gary V's the other day on his channel, and there was a whole discussion about this where he was talking about how, people are moving out of the city and doing this blended work. And I 100% agree with that, and we're commenting about that. But look, bottom line, what's going to happen? And yes, people are moving out of the cities, yeah, or out of the suburbs, in the commuter town, in the central areas, because they realise they're going to be working in more of a blend. So they'll move out where they can get a more expensive place. A cheaper place, but more space. All right. So that is happening, but that doesn't mean that there's not people moving into the cities, because actually what will happen is, as far as those people go, it just might mean that, yeah, those cities are subdued for a little while. But actually, I don't think so. I think there's so much pent up demand for those areas that they're still going to grow. Yeah, so I think that's really, really interesting and really thing. You know, do I think the race for space is actually happening? Yeah, I do. I think people are starting to rationalize their future, which is a great thing. You know, we have been so focused as a society on the financial side, but not the social side. And I think we're going to become more socially minded now. And I would hope that's what happens with us. You know, because if we do, then I think this whole automation and AI and this sort of thing won't be so bad. Yeah, we'll be able to capture more lifestyle. All right. Now, yes, there's things that can do some support that and that, but you know, I think this is it's going to take some time, but it will happen sooner than we think. I think, and it's to a degree, it's already happening, and coronavirus has certainly sped that up. Be sure to subscribe and press the like button. And if you've got any questions, you can send them through to webinars@gladfish.com, and I'll be happy to record a video in response or include it in my weekly webinar, weekly live stream, I should say. But anyway, guys, have a fantastic day. And yeah, don't forget, live with passion, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.